Contra is a classic NES game released in 1987 that became popular for its intense action and two-player co-op mode. The game tells the story of two soldiers, Bill Riser and Lance Bean, fighting against an alien invasion. Players control these soldiers as they navigate through levels filled with enemies, obstacles, and power-ups. The game's difficulty level is high, and players must dodge bullets and defeat challenging bosses to progress. Contra is an essential co-op game on NES because it was one of the first games to feature a two-player mode that allowed players to work together playing with friends and created a sense of popularity led to multiple sequels and spin-offs, and its influence can still be seen in modern co-op games. Contra is a game that stands the test of time and is a must-play for anyone looking for a classic co-op experience. Double Dragon 2. The Revenge is a classic NES game where two brothers, Billy and Jimmy Lee, seek revenge on the side-scrolling beat-em-up where the players must fight their way through levels filled with enemies, using punches, kicks, and Double Dragon 2, one of the 6 essential co-op games on NES, is its fun and challenging gameplay. Players can team up to take on the game's tough bosses and coordinate their attacks to take down enemies faster. The game also has a variety of moves and weapons to keep players engaged, and its difficulty level ensures that it will provide a satisfying challenge for even the most experienced Double Dragon 2. The Revenge is a classic co-op game that has stood the test of time and remains an essential NES title for anyone looking for a fun and challenging cooperative experience. Ninja Turtles 2. The arcade game is a video game based on the popular animated TV for the Nintendo Entertainment of the same name, NES, in 1990. The game is a side-scrolling beat-em-up in which up to 4 players can play together cooperatively. Players control the 4 turtles, each with their own unique weapons and abilities, as they fight their way through levels filled with enemies and bosses. The gameplay is simple and enjoyable, with responsive controls and a variety of moves that players can use to take down their foes. The graphics and music are also well done, capturing the style and feel of the TMNT franchise. Overall, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, is a classic co-op game that is still fun to play today. It is one of the 6 essential co-op games on NES because it offers a great multiplayer experience that can be enjoyed with friends or family. The game's combination of easy-to-learn gameplay, compelling characters, and nostalgic appeal make it a must-play for fans of the series and anyone looking for a fun co-op game to enjoy with others. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers is a cooperative platform game for the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, released in 1990. It is based on the animated TV series of the same name. In the game, players control the characters Chip and Dale who work together to save their friends from villains. The game features 6 levels, each with its own boss and challenges. Players can pick up and throw objects at enemies, and can use each other to reach higher areas or solve puzzles. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers is one of the 6 essential co-op games on NES because it requires teamwork and communication to progress through the levels. The game is designed for 2 players to work together, each controlling one of the main characters. The game's mechanics encourage players to cooperate and strategize to overcome obstacles and defeat bosses. The game is also challenging and fun, with colorful graphics and catchy music, making it a classic NES game that is still enjoyed by players today. NES console. It is a cooperative game that features 3 toads, Rash, Zitz, and Pimple, who must fight against the evil Dark Queen and her minions. The game is known for its challenging gameplay, a variety of levels, and humor. One reason why Battletoads is one of the 6 essential co-op games on various obstacles and enemies that require players to work together to overcome the game's riding on one another's backs to jump over large gaps, humor and unique characters make it a fun and memorable experience for players. The Toads each have their own personalities and abilities, providing players with a variety of gameplay options. Battletoads is an essential co-op game on NES because of its challenging gameplay, cooperative mechanics, is a classic arcade-style game that was released for the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, in 1987. The game is a sequel to the original Gauntlet and features similar gameplay mechanics, but with improved graphics and new levels. In Gauntlet II, Players control one of 4 characters: a warrior, Valkyrie, wizard, or elf. The game can be played
they battle
solo
their way
or
through
with up to
mazes
4
filled
players
with
at
enemies
once,
and obstacles,
each controlling a different character. One of the reasons why Gauntlet II is considered one of the 6 essential co-op games on NES is because of its
Players
emphasis
must
on
work
teamwork
together
and
to navigate the
cooperation. Game's challenging levels and defeat powerful bosses. Each character has their own unique abilities and strengths, so players must communicate and strategize in order to succeed. Another reason why Gauntlet II is a great co-op game is because of its replayability. The game features 100 different levels, each with its own set of challenges and enemies. This means that players can play through the game multiple times and still have a fresh experience each time. Overall, Gauntlet II is a fun and challenging co-op game that is perfect for playing with friends. Its focus on teamwork and replayability make it one of the essential co-op games on NES.